Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another day of good old-fashioned Risen Esports. We got ourselves an exciting matchup here in the Dorans League. I am excited for it. Fearless Bands coming up. And once again, I am joined by the ever-great Arrow here as a color commenter. Arrow, how you doing, big dog?
Hey Cal, another week, another stream with us together. So always excited to cast with you. So I'm doing great. I hope you're doing as well. You're doing well, all right. But we're jumping right into draft right now. So both of these teams, CT being one of the more like popular, or not even popular, but just storied teams in Team Builder and Dorans right now. So same draft or same team from last season, and then TSP are Team Secret Penguins. I love the name, but this is one of our newer teams to the league. So TSP looking to just get a win on the board. Honestly, they're currently 0-3 on the season, but their luck can always turn around at any time. So and then collision time CT, they're looking to take one more step towards locking in their playoff spot. But right now, looking really solid. And as we're going into draft, Team Secret Penguins is looking at a Galio first pick here, and that will be locked in. But if I remember correctly, Cal, you are a mid lane player. So tell me, what do you think about Galio so far as a blind pick?
Galio's a fantastic blind pick, an incredible safe pick, really hard to fight against. You got to go sort of AD assassin or just some sort of AD mid laner to deal with it, which isn't the most popular picks of right now. And like you said, Secret Penguins looking for that first win, but man, they got their work cut out for them today. They are facing a tough squad.
Yeah, for sure. You know, CT, probably their star player is Nectar, their AD carry. You just look at some of the stats and even just some of the games, it's very clear what CT want to do. They want to play through Nectar, they want to carry through Nectar, but right now it looks like they've locked in Jace and Amumu. So interesting decision there. I thought the Jace would have been a flex into the jungle there, but it looks like they want Jace in top lane and Amumu jungle potentially, but it could also still be Jace jungle and Amumu support, to be fair. But we'll have to, you know, keep an eye out for that in the draft. But Aphelios Vi locked in. Love what I'm seeing here from Team Secret Penguins. They are getting that big front line with the Galio, the Vi, with the Engage, all out there for Aphelios. So I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far. But we'll have to see like what Amumu is going to be doing in this draft. It looks like it's probably one of Oxymoronical's favorite champions, so probably going there in the if I remember correctly, jungle, or yeah, no, in the jungle, I think. So Tristana being locked in there. Oh, that's very aggressive. So not too surprising, especially that's going to be fitting, you know, Nectar's MO of, you know, trying to get a lot of gold on themselves and you just hard carry this game.
Yeah, absolutely. So Triss going to be a strong ADC, and like you said, it might be a Jace top, though honestly Jace not a bad pick against that Galio. Like we saying, they need that strong burst AD. Well, Jace provides that. So I would not be surprised to see this Jace maybe a little bit of a flex pick going to that mid lane. And then obviously Amumu might be rocking the jungle, but they might be going something crazy with the Amumu support. I've seen it before. Not a bad support champion. Looks like red team right now. Definitely going with a little bit of a fluid draft, so can kind of put their players anywhere. Secret Penguins, a little bit more easy to understand where they're going with their champions.
Yeah, for sure. And I like the bans coming out here for collision time. You know, Sona is a target ban towards, you know, Team Secret Penguins. Actually, yeah, no, it is a target ban against Eluxin's Sona. They have 1 million mastery points on this Sona, so I like that ban. I think Sona kind of pairs well with the Aphelios as an enchanter, but yeah, good. I love the bans coming in here. Lissandra going to be locked in here. I don't think that's exactly a Galio counter, but it just fits the comp, honestly, and I think that's just kind of what, you know, Collision Time's looking for at this point. Like you were saying earlier, Jace is definitely going to be shredding through this Galio. Tristana for sure as well, going to be shredding through this Galio, who wants to soak up some of that AP damage. But so, you know, Lissandra, Amumu being AP doesn't really matter when you have that hyper carry Tristana and that burst Jace. So love the Melio pick coming in here. Really, I personally think that Melio is a hard counter into Mumu if Melio can avoid the Amumu ultimate But Ornn coming in here as the blind top lane pick here. So it's going to be a lot of pressure on Team Secret Penguins' AD carry Krish to really, you know, dish out the damage here for their team. And, you know, have this Melio, have this Galio, have this Vibe just peel and make sure that this Aphelios does not get blown up by a Tristana, blown up by a Jace. But, yeah, it's really, wow, Shen being locked in here, really, this is just straight up, I think this is just a straight up 5v5 kind of draft here for both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. There it is. Shen gonna be selected as the final top laner, and we are ready to go, guys. Squads have been chosen. Put your predictions in chat. Who do you think is gonna take this game number 1 of this epic best of 3 showdown?
bring to fall the giants? Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we bring to fall the giants? Fighting shadows in their haunting eyes, smiting the wicked morrow when all is when we face our final hour in the darkest rift. Come on, everybody, I'll be the death of you. After channeling my power, your end will be swift. Now there's nothing in my way. You feel my death fragrance. Dashing minions, ravish fields of manifest my dominion to the chaos when we face our final hour in the darkest rift. Come on, everybody, I'll be the death of you. After channeling my power, your end will be swift. Now there's nothing in my way. You feel my death fragrance. When we face our final hour in the darkest rift. Come on, everybody, I'll be the death of you. After channeling my power, your end will be swift. Now there's nothing in my way. You feel my death fragrance.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for a wondrous Risen game. The two teams headed out onto the Rift, ready to do some battle, folks. I am excited about this game. Joined here today by Arrow. Arrow, how we doing, brother?
Doing good as always. I'm glad we're finally in game after that long wait, but so far, uh, gave me a lot of time to think about the comps. So looking at both of these comps, they actually took that support, that Amumu support, so it was a flex, and that Jace is indeed in the jungle. So after it threw me for a loop there. So glad that we finally have our comps settled out. But any thoughts so far on the draft for you, Cal?
No, I like the draft from both the teams, honestly. I obviously love the Ornn pick. Shen, so good, even if he doesn't get good kills or CS, obviously able to help out the team in so many different ways. Lissandra, great mid laner, even against a Galio who does well against AP champions. Able to play safe, farm from far away, and get big help later on in the game. So big late games from both these teams. Really looking forward to how it plays out.
Yeah, for sure. Really, really big late games coming out from both teams. I mean, a lot, like I was saying in draft, a lot of pressure coming in. Oh, wait, this trade is huge on the top lane. But yeah, so as I was saying, a lot of pressure on this Aphelios to do a lot of the damage here because, you know, you look at Team Secret Penguins' draft, you know, there's a lot of beefy guys in the front and, you know, and a vibe, but it's a lot of this damage is going to be coming out from the AD carry, so it's going to be on, you know, Gallios, on Melio to really peel for this Aphelios and allow them to take over fights and get the game rolling for them. But if CT can kind of negate this bot lane here and delay this Aphelios from scaling, then I think CT have a very easy time of just winning out this game with their big combos in the Amumu, in the you know, the Lissandra ult, and then they also have some peel coming in from, you know, Shen ultimate. But you know, Jason Tristana have the whole game to the whole board, if actually to just play the game. So I'm looking really excited to see what the late game will be for both of these teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Penguins very reliant on their ADC. Unlike you see CT, they have much more options as far as damage goes. They have Lissandra, they have Jace, they have Triss. They have 3 different champions who really can do damage even in the late game. Penguins, not the same situation. They have those peels, they have those tanks, but they're going to need Aphelios to show up if they want to win this game.
Yeah, for sure. But I do really like this Vi Galio combo because, you know, you press R on a Vi and then whoever you're targeting can just get Galio ulted on top of right afterwards. So really liking that so far. But looks like we have a little bit of a play here mid. Nah, nothing here. So just, you know, ships passing in the night. But I do believe Jace is about to double scuttle this Vi. So Jace really far ahead, even with, you know, some of these lanes pushing out in favor of Team Secret Penguins. Shrish on the Vi being a little bit late there to the play, and Oxymoronical on this Jace clearing a lot faster than oh, a little bit of an ult.
There it is. Amumu lands the bandage toss, starts the fight here. Bot lane, they have to go for a shield early, but it looks like the Aphelios might be in trouble. Milio trying to buy protection for his ADC. It's not going to be enough. First blood goes to the Triss, and she is not done there. Has another rocket jump. The Milio has to flash away under tower. Nectar trying to find that last auto attack. Does not get it. Milio barely surviving it. Triss goes for the flash, has to use barrier herself. Maybe a little of a misplay right there, but great start there by CT. Getting themselves on the board. Trist 1-0.
Oh yeah, CT really like that's really good for CT. We talking about the win condition here for Team Secret Penguins. The Aphelios goes down in the 2v2, so Emilio not able to keep their AD carry alive. And interesting enough, Aphelios keeping their flash. I'm not sure if there was an avenue for them to actually flash out and survive there, but they tried to go for the 2v2, but found clarity, landing both bandage tosses onto the Aphelios and locking them down, not giving Aphelios a chance to really free hit with their guns. And I'm not really sure what gun combo they had, so probably also not. Oh, looking for a dive here.
There we go, under tower. Great job by Shen. He's going to flash away. Think about it, a kill on the Vi, and Shen picks up the kill. He's still alive. Ornn wants to at least get something for this, but there's the level 6 just in time. And Shen has a double kill in his sights. He's going to let it walk away, but he picks up 1 for that nasty, bad dive there by TSP, and Shen on the field 1-0.
Oh man, I've never seen the Shen. I don't know what the name of the Shen W is called, but man, Shen used that W to block that last auto there coming in from Vi, and that was just enough for them to survive and Vi to die to the tower. So I love the idea there from Shrish, from TSP to kind of try and shut down this Shen and get something going on the other side of the map. But unfortunately, it's just a great great play there by Swag Badger on the Shen to call their sword to them and get that that AoE auto attack block thing. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, just great play there coming out from Shen. So huge plays coming in here for CT, and not looking too good for Team Secret Penguins, unfortunately.
Yeah, great job there. And also, the thing I want to point out is this Jace jungle. A little bit of an odd pick in the jungle, but take a look at the CS, already 20 up here on the Vi. So early lead from the CT jungler.
For sure. And that botch dive definitely not helping out in that case. And I think they're about to get a third scuttle here for Jace. And, you know, usually when you get double scuttled on as a jungler and then get the third, I think it's the third one as well, that also guarantees you level 6 as well. Ooh, wait. We're going in
and
here.
Amumu with the long-range bandit toss. He's going to start the
a lot
fight.
of
They have the
people
Jace
here.
coming in to help. He has an upgrade auto attack. There's a big play. It looks like the Aphelios might be in trouble too. The bomb is on top of him. Jace gets the kill. And another kill for good measure. Down goes Milio. A rocket jump by Triss almost gets her death, but she survives. 4-0. CT putting on a clinic this game.
Oh, not even close. Surviving there with 100 HP, but I probably not expecting the burst of the Lissandra there, so I'll give a pass to Nectar for jumping under tower there. But man, huge, big play there coming out from Oxymoronical and Carrie Potter on the Lissandra, recognizing the roam timer and punishing the Aphelios and Emilio from pushing up a little too far there in lane. I think found clarity also landing. Oh, we have a call of fortune.
Here it is. They want to go in the call of the fortune. It's going to go miss though. Shen, great taunt right there. Perfectly timed. It looks like the Ornn gets out with his life. Shen, not so lucky. Vi comes in to save the day. Blue team, finally TSP pick up their kill, courtesy of the Vi.
Nice. It was just a setup for Shrish on this Vi to get there, but God of Cheese really playing to the limit there. Almost going down, getting Swag Badger almost getting a trade there onto the Ornn, but scraping out with the skin of their teeth. So, but going back to the play. Oh no, that's just a little bit of a trade here in the mid lane, but. Or is it? It's a little bit of an extended trade. Yeah.
Classic Galio trade right there. Take a big chunk of damage, but he is eventually going to run out of abilities and you can walk away.
For sure. Oh, man. I love the aggression here from Revolution, but if we want going back to the bot lane gank there, but I think CT recognizing TSP's win condition, you know, we've said it already a few times here. Aphelios is the win condition, so recognizing that they need to shut down this Aphelios for them to have a greater chance in this game is the play. So, oh, flash bandit touch.
And there we go, the aggression from the support Mumi as we head back topside once again. Ornn and the Shen fighting. Ornn seems to be okay in this battle, though. Shen getting a lot of health bar gone. He has that sword down, trying to avoid some auto attacks, and they're both just going to walk away. Another game of punch face here in the top. We're going to see it time and time again.
Yeah, I think just a little bit of trading all around the map there. So I love the aggression from Found Clarity, just missing the bandage toss unfortunately, but they've been pretty solid throughout the game, landing a bunch of bandage tosses to get them you know, the 2 kills onto the Aphelios. So I'll give them a pass there. But yeah, I do want to point out it's going to be pretty easy for CT to make some plays around the map nowadays. Now that level Shen is level 6. Oh, level Shen. Shen is level 6. But I think, you know, any plays that's going to be made by CT will be followed up with a Shen ultimate. And even on the other side, you know, TSP looking for a play onto any of the CT members, it's going to get, you know, countered with the Shen ultimate. So that Galio Vi combo I was talking about earlier can just get Shen ultied and potentially have their target survive. So just clever draft, going back to draft, clever draft adaptation coming in here for CT with this Shen pick. So far so good, but like this Jace is really getting fed just from farm, like you were saying earlier there, Cal.
Yeah, that 20 CS has turned into a 25 CS. Seems to be getting even larger, and Jace will only get stronger as the game goes on. Not a very good early game jungler, but later game, he starts to do a lot of damage with these enhanced auto attacks. And
looking for 4-man here.
Starting to set up a fight here. Galio, he's going to get stunned. Great ultimate there by Lissandra. The Frozen Tomb is going to be enough, and that's going to put Galileo into his tomb. And the red team find their 5th kill. Great gank by 4 members there in the mid lane.
Yeah, good gank there. I think just lethal execution there for CT. It's not looking too good for, you know, Team Secret Penguins. Almost a 2K gold lead, and they're going on to Trish here.
And there we go, another fight. They find the Vi in the jungle outside of tower range. Vi not even able to farm her own jungle. Red team over the wall, get the kill. Wave goodbye at the bot laners as they pick up a free one.
Yeah, it's rough right now. I think Nectar's being really aggressive, but
He
not gonna
dives
find
right back
anything.
in.
But they might be setting up a dive here for Jace, because Jace is looking at the tri-bush, but we're looking for a trade here. Top lane, never mind.
And once again, some more punch face happening top. Neither one getting that solo kill they're looking for. Really need some help from these junglers. Both very tanky, both able to CC, get back to the tower if they need to. As I say that, Galio dive into tower right here. Sandra staying safe with that Spectral Cal doing very little damage to this Galio here in the mid lane
coming
right
from
now.
behind right now.
However, Jace does have the damage. He's going to go in. He's going to stop Galio from getting out. And once again, Lysandra picks up another one against the counter AP matchup. And CT pull ahead. Shen with a great play. He's going to teleport top lane. He wants to fight, chase him under tower. One more auto might be enough. Ornn with a great runaway might keep Shen under tower long enough. That's going to be enough. And it's a 1-for-1 trade.
A lot of plays going on the map here. I think that was a great wraparound there coming in from the Jace. You know, Galio can you know, negate that magic damage coming in from Lysandra, but you see a Jason lane, that Galio is getting shredded to pieces. So it's just an easy gank setup there for CT and Oxymoronical. So right now the game's kind of out of control for TSP. They need to, you know, clean up some of their vision. They need to, you know, try and slow this game down to get some money onto this Aphelios. But I think CT's foot on the pedal, not gonna try and let TSP get ahead or try and get themselves back into this game. So right now, not looking too good. I think Dragon is up right now, and I think they're gonna get their second Dragon of the game.
Yeah, it looks like it. Jace sitting on this Drake right now has the Amumu and Triss for help if he needs it. But obviously, CT in absolute control of this early game. Already up 4K at the 12-minute mark. Substantial lead. And as we say that, Shen diving in, looking to add to it. But once again, another classic game of punch face. I don't think either one of them are going to go down as Amumu picks up the Cloud Drake for CT, second Drake of the game.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, we look top. It's just, yeah, like you're saying, punch face. These two tanks just going at each other. Very, very aggressive. I don't think we really need I just love the tank match. Oh, we're convinced.
And there it is. Ornn's going to call the Forge God, but once again, Shen already under tower, not going to be able to chase that down. Maybe wasted ultimate right there by Ornn. Just wanted to show that he could hit it.
I mean, hey, we got to get some style points in here for TSP. Then everything else is not looking too good. So, yeah. I don't mind. I don't mind this coming out from the God of Cheese right now. So, I think Vi looking for a play here onto the Lysandra, but it's going to be really tough for Ice Tomb.
Yeah, tough champion to gank. Lysandra has that escape really, really easy. But Vi outside of vision right now, just looking to get close enough. Does have cease and desist ready, being very patient in this jungle. As we say, another play topside. Once again, they are going at each other. Vi making her way topside to help. Trish, she's going to dive in. A huge play by Amumu. Lands the curse of the Sad Mummy on both of them. And there's the ultimate by Aphelios. It's not going to matter. The Moonfall doesn't do the damage. Milio has to flash away. He's under tower, but Trish throwing in some more auto attacks. And Milio survives. Aphelios not so lucky. Red team find another kill for their ADC.
Yeah, big play there from Found Clarity. I think Found Clarity from the get-go, like level 3 or from that 2v2 early kill, I think Found Clarity has been just landing bandage toss after bandage toss, and they're landing the big two-man Curse of the Sad Mummy, like you said there, Cal. So not looking really good for the win condition here for TSP. I think they need to start looking for plays around with this Vi, with this Galio ulti, or otherwise this game's gonna get out of hand very quick. Get more out of hand very, very quickly.
Yeah, and Vi already so behind on this Jace. 2 levels back. That CS lead coming up on 50 right now. Yeah. So Vi really followed behind this game against this jungle Jace. And that's one of those champions you want to get ahead with early. You want that lethality to matter. And if you're behind by this much, it's very, very difficult to help with those kills.
Yeah, like I think you said it earlier. It's like Jace, with a lot of the changes over the years, their early game has been a little bit weaker. But when you put him in the jungle, he just gets so much gold and can get to those lethality items really fast, and then all of a sudden become like an early game and even a late game monster just because of how ahead they are. So this Jace looking really good as a pick, and I think we were talking about it in draft. We thought it was going to be this Amumu in the jungle, but right now this Jace pick is looking really good for Oxymoronical.
Yeah, the most CS actually in the game, which is impressive
yeah.
to see from a jungle Jace. So obviously having a field day, 2 Drakes already. And
Yeah,
the Rift has spawned. It looks like the Vi and the Milio are going to be the ones to get it, though. Jace not even close to steal it. Aphelios might be in danger as we have the Jace heading bot side, and they are looking for a tower dive, I believe.
Tower dive under the tier 2 feels so bad for an AD carry. It's a whole item component ahead for Nectar and even everybody else. And Jace a whole item ahead as well. So it's looking pretty bad. I mean, I like the cross map play coming out here from the Vi, getting the Herald while the rest of the map in the bot side isn't there. So hopefully maybe they can like use this to try and get a few plates mid, or just get some form of pressure. But it's just Jace flat.
Here it is over the wall. Jace finds the massive auto attack. There's the stun onto the Milio. Aphelios walks away. His support gets taken down by the red squad.
Oh,
Jace
he's going
over
in.
the wall. Clutch play, and Triss, she is not done yet. She's gonna get the kill. Has the rocket jump to pounce out.
No.
It looks like it might be a fight for the Vi.
No.
Galio trying to come in to save the day, but he does not make it in time. Shen used the Sanjinide to join his team as well. And the red team, with every member left alive, find 3 kills and hold on to this sizable lead.
If Galio's not careful, he's going to die right here. Oh, no.
And there it is. Triss said, just for good measure, I want to get them all. She gets the kill, goes down herself. Nice little gold there for Galio.
Yeah.
Not sure if that was worth it, but the style points was something.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely style points. Definitely not worth it there for Nectar, but hey, you know, you got to send a message somehow. But Galio's going to be feeling pretty good, even though they did fall down there. They're going to feel pretty good about that big shutdown onto the Tristana, but they need a few more big shutdowns, especially on this. Oh my God, big damage there. But they're gonna need a big shutdown onto this Jace to try and roll themselves back into the game. But we got a little bit of a glimpse of how the TSP can fight, but it felt like sheeps to a slaughter. They kind of go in one by one, not really working together, unfortunately. And at the end of the day, God of Cheese not TPing in to, get that Forge God ultimate in there. But, overall, positive play there for CT. TSP gotta find a few more plays to get back into the game.
Yeah, they really need a miracle right now to get this Aphelios ahead. He really is their only option, and he's a late game champion. If he gets some of these shutdowns, some of these gold, there's no reason that he can't 1v9 this game with his teammates' help. Yeah. But they really, really need to get him some gold. 0-4 is not the stat line that TSP is looking for.
Yeah, definitely not. And I do have to, just slight criticism. I know I might be beating a dead horse here, but I got to criticize Vi pathing top lane into this, orange shed lane. I mean, we've talked about it multiple times at this point, but hold on. Looks like there's something going on bot lane here, but no play to be had. But as I was saying, as we know that this Aphelios is the win condition. So as Vi, we should be pathing bot to not only aid this Aphelios, but get them ahead as well. Just because that is your win condition. So have to criticize pathing away from the Vi specifically. But looking for a kill onto Jace here.
And there we go, Jace. He's gonna dive in, but he doesn't realize there's someone else there to help. And it looks like they have some help right now. Down goes the Galio. Jace is alive. Vi tries to get a kill, but Lissandra saves the day. And Jace picks up a double. 7-0 now for the CT jungler.
Oh, no, more on the plant.
Amumu with the great bandage toss. That is a quick kill. Milio didn't stand a chance there under tower. Now Amumu just going to take these tower shots while Triss does the damage. Double kill for the ADC. Amumu goes down, but the ADC gets even bigger with those 2 kills.
For sure, the damage is already done. I mean, MVP play there from Found Clarity, getting the bandage toss onto the Emilio, killing them, and then getting another bandage toss onto the Aphelios, using the Curse of the Sad Mummy, setting up Nectar and taking the tower enough for Nectar to get the kills onto Aphelios and get out. And they're looking for a dive here onto the Ornn.
Yeah, great job by Jace. He's going to stop that back. They're going to have a chance here with this wave coming in, but Vi is coming up here to help the team. Jace waiting in the bush, looking for an opportunity. Vi in the bush of her own. She's also looking to dive in right now, waiting for the red team to make a mistake. And it doesn't look like they're going to. Jace backing off. Shen unable to tower dive this.
Yeah, a lot of respect there coming out from Oxymoronical. They are super far ahead, and they do have their last whisper, but Ornn is a tough champion to dive with that E knockup, with that Ornn ultimate as well. So I do like the respect coming in there from Jace, opting not to dive onto the Ornn, especially like I think they might have had vision on the Vi as well, or maybe they had an idea that Vi could be topside. So I do like the respect coming in there from Jace. Given that just a few plays earlier, they were diving under right into this area that we're walking at right now, but they were diving onto the Galio without knowing that Vi was there, and even took the 2v2 with Carry Potter on this Lissandra coming in to save them at the end of the day. So I do like the respect coming in for Jace, but they're going to be popping. Secret Penguins looking to pop Herald mid lane, try and crack some plating onto this mid lane tower.
Yeah, lots of plates to be taken still here for TSP. Have not gotten much. 0 towers so far to 4 from CT. And we have ourselves a fight right now. Carry Potter is going to walk in, take a big chunk of damage. Aphelios immediately pops the Moonlight Vigil. Good gold in there by Lissandra. She's going to stay alive. Galio comes in with the hero's entrance, tries to find a play, does not land the knockup, but it looks like Charity might be in trouble. Aphelios takes down the Amumu. Nectar also in trouble as well. Carry Potter, massive knockup there by the Ornn. He sets up a fight for the Aphelios. Down goes Lissandra, the Red Team. They might have a fight right now. Ornn looking low. Nectar's still in the fight. Down goes the Ornn. The Shen gets up a kill. Jace walking away with a sliver of health. And CT still walks out ahead. 5 blue team members sent back to the grave. Sloppy fight, but a good one. Triss walking away even more fed.
For sure, really like what an amazing fight coming in there for CT and TSP. Just showcasing the power of both compositions. I mean, we saw how far behind this Aphelios is, but they ended up getting some damage out onto the Lissandra, almost chunking them down, forcing the Frozen Tomb there from the Lissandra, and then it looked kind of good there coming in for TSP. They might have found the miracle fight. Ornn TPing in, Galio ultimate coming in to save the day, but at the end of the day, they couldn't get Nectar. Nectar free hitting in the back line, getting so much damage off, and then I think Shen probably saved somebody with their ultimate, but it's both the carries on the side of CT not going untouched and just dishing out all the damage. So unfortunately, looked good for TSP up until Nectar started popping up, up until Jay started popping up. So overall 2 for 5 or 5 for 2 in favor of CT, and it looks like they're going to get their soul in a few seconds here.
It's it. Red Team grab themselves a scuttle, a little extra vision, a little extra speed for them on this Soul Point Ocean Dragon about to spawn here momentarily. Jace, a little bit of poke for good measure. Massive amount. Just Jace 7-0 starting to really chunk down the health with just one ability.
Yeah, I've gotta point out as well that this Umbral Glaive on this Jace is just going to be so crucial. Oh, the poke onto the Melio. Melio's so low. But this Umbral Glaive is just denying so much vision and allowing this Jace to just kind of poke and prod from fog and not letting TSP into the river without taking some poke damage. So 2 members of TSP already chunked out.
And there we go. Immediately, Galio's going to go in. He has to go. Golden has the bomb on top of them. But in the back line, you have Lissandra. She's going to dive as well. The hero's entrance is going to land. A quick kill for the blue team. They're going to take down Lissandra. Red team is getting a massive Moonlight Vigil. But Aphelios going to hit all 4 of them. Do they have the damage? A double kill over to the Tristana. And the blue team had an opportunity, but they did not find the fight. And a triple kill for the Trist. Red team, CT win another fight, only losing 2. And that soul is theirs for the taking.
Oh no! I mean, it's another 2. It's another 5 for 2 in favor of CT, and then again, it's Nectar and Oxymoronical on this Jace just popping off in the fight. I think they're just slapping TSP with their wallets, and it's just the item advantage is just too great for TSP to overcome. It was a huge team fight there coming in from TSP. I think it's very similar to the previous fight as well, where TSP on Galio, Revolution on this Galio, and even God of Cheese on this Ornn, finding huge ultimates, and even this Aphelios landing that huge Moonlight Vigil like you called out there, Cal. But it's just there was no damage, unfortunately. They're just too far behind and not able to pop the key members on CT like they need. So it's just CT running over this game with their wallets and just proving how powerful of a team they are in this league.
Yeah, and as you can see, Aphelios about an item and a half behind the Tristana right now. So just not doing nearly the amount of damage they really need him to, especially to take out some of these tankier champions like the Shen and Amumu. Massive play right there by TSP. It looked like that was their opportunity, but unfortunately just could not finish out the fight. Health bars just did not get low enough, and with that Ocean Soul, you can see those health bars right back to full.
Yeah, Ocean Soul and now Baron as well. It's not looking too good. The siege is on for CT, and with Tristana, they're just going to shred through these towers. It looks like they're doing a 4-1. Shen pushing in bot. They're gonna get this. They're likely gonna get this inhibitor turret and move their way bot lane to catch up with Shen. Or they're just looking to pressure mid.
Yeah, they have a very small wave right now, but one of them is an upgraded cannon. They might be able to use that for a little bit. It looks like they're thinking twice about that, going to grab another wave and get another tower. Not quite ending just yet, but I feel like it's coming soon.
Going on to Shen there, but nothing too much. It looks like Tristana's also going to go catch that top waving and push it in. Yeah, just classic 1-3-1 right now. I interesting that it's Tristana on the 1-3, but it's just they're spreading out TSP, forcing them to make a decision. It's going to be really hard for them to handle the side lanes and just wave clear. I mean, look at like we were saying earlier. There's a bunch of frontline tanks and not much damage. So the wave clear coming out from TSP is going to be rough. And it's God of Cheese in trouble.
And God of Cheese, he's in trouble. He's trying to throw the Call of the Forge God, but he doesn't have the time to do it. Great job by Amumu setting up another fight. The Triss knocks it down. It's another tower for the red squad. And the suffocation is upon it right here. TSP looking rough as they see a sea of red just wash over their Nexus.
Yeah, it's just like a good call there. It's just suffocation coming out. And Nectar just autos the Vi and just down.
And there it is. Galio's going to dive in with the Hero's Entrance. Another Moonlight Vigil's going to put the red team low. Jace has to back out. But Triss, meanwhile, working on the Nexus. She's going to dive into the fight as well. And they were looking to have some fun before they ended, but they turned their attention towards the Nexus, finished the fight. And CT with a dominating victory in game number 1.
Wow, it was domination from minute 1. It all started with that 2v2 in the bot lane with Nectar and Found Clarity on the Tristana and Amumu, finding the bandage toss onto the Aphelios, onto the Melio, and just just beating them down, quite frankly, from the get-go. So just clean game coming in from CT, snowballing their lean from bot lane. Jace running around the map, being where he needed to be, ganking bot lane, shutting down this Aphelios, and really shutting out TSP from their win condition. You know, I love the draft coming in here. I think it was just very clever. You know, very clever, very clear what each team wanted to do, but unfortunately TSP not being able to get their win condition going, and CT getting everything that they wanted and even more in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. That Aphelios, he had the most damage on his team, but not nearly as much as that Triss. Great job there by CT, really going aggressively against that Aphelios early, getting him out of the game quickly. And that was a phenomenal game number 1. Before we head to break, though, MVP of this game, what do you think, Arrow?
Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, it's between for me, it's between Oxymoronical, Nectar, and Found Clarity. I really like some of the engages that Found Clarity on this Amumu found, but I think Oxymoronical just ran the map, honestly. We saw that huge CS lead, and even you just look at the gold difference in the jungle in general right now on this screen. It was just a huge jungle gap, and it just suffocated CT on the map. So points to Amumu and Found Clarity, but I have to give it to Jace on Oxymoronical.
I can see that, absolutely. My personal MVP vote, I am a big fan of that aggression from the Amumu. He was right there on the edge, like you said, between the two of them. I personally think Found Clarity had himself a phenomenal game, setting up so many fights. Those 3 kills or 3 deaths were all in good name, got his Triss nice and fed with all 3 of them. So great play by the support, but honestly, the entirety of the CT squad just showed up for that game. Ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing game number 1. Stick around because we got some more Risen action coming up here in a second. Game number 2 after this. Can CT close it out with a quick 2-0, or can the Penguins force a game number 3? Find out for yourself after this. Don't go anywhere. Risen coming back.
to hold our heads up high and beat the drums to what we love. Risk the fall, oh, we have felt it all come crashing down from far above. Stars are rising, countless worlds colliding. Only one will take it all. Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the final call? We are the ones to ignite the darkened skies. The champions of a world that we defy. A
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Game number 2 of Risen is upon us, guys. CT with a dominating performance in game number 1. The Penguins trying their best to hold on. Unlucky, we're not able to get that first victory, but they are coming back swinging, trying to force a game number 3. CT trying to close it out, and we are going to start right away. Picks and bans underway. Here we go.
Yep, dominating game 1. That's all I can really say for CT. That just absolute from the get-go, just absolutely dominating bot lane and just just took that around the map and just rolled over that game in an easy, pretty much easy game there for CT. We had some flashes of brilliance there for TSP with their composition. Just unfortunately, not their wallets weren't deep enough, unfortunately, and CT. Just overcame a lot of their the good team fight combos that we saw coming in from the soul fight, and then we had a few fights right before the soul, showcasing what TSP had drafted, but unfortunately just again not enough money in their wallets and just not enough damage. So hopefully we can see some new draft adaptations coming in for TSP. I'd love to see their mid laner Revolution on something a little bit more carry oriented, not this not supportive like this Galio, because I think TSP, a lot of their power is in this mid laner. They do have a lot of mastery points on Talon, and it seems like they are an assassin type player, so I'd love to see them get ahead, start running around the map. And I know last week we had something along those lines happen, Cal, with that Kassadin running. Was it Kassadin? I think it was a Kassadin running around the map, just absolutely 1v9ing the game. So hopefully they can get Revolution on something similar to that, and get one win on the board here for CSP.
Yeah, like we said, it was absolutely last week with that Kassadin versus Echo pick that I was so excited to see. But a big thing though, CT not able to get their Tristana. Obviously, a very, very comfort pick for them. Not able to get it with this new Fearless draft, so maybe a little bit of a silver lining there for the Penguins, getting CT off of their main ADC. Might be able to find a way to win this game. We're going to see what they go as far as damaging those. Maybe try to spread out their damage a little more than just a single ADC like they did last game. Yeah,
hopefully, but for on the CT side, for Nectar, Tristana being their best champion, I think by far. But I have faith in them as an AD carry. Here's one of their other most played champions in Kai'Sa, so another hard carry champion, honestly, especially with how the meta is now, and the AD carry role quest. Kai'Sa with the additional 6th item is just crazy strong. She can get all of her upgrades with AD attack speed, and especially that W upgrade with the evolved W, and you just pop people instantly at a certain point in the game. So Wukong being paired with that Kai'Sa is just a huge combo, allowing Nectar to just fly in with that Wukong and just deal a bunch of damage. But here's the classic counter for Kai'Sa in the Vayne coming out here for CT, and Ziggs as well. So big draft adaptation coming in here for... Oh, wait, I'm so sorry. I'm looking at the wrong sides. It's TSP with the Kai'Sa.
No, I thought the same thing. I saw the red. I thought it was CT again, but absolutely right. You're not. You're right. It is going to be Kai'Sa there for Penguins this game instead.
Okay. So sorry. I have to backtrack a little bit here. So Kai'Sa is a takeaway for Nectar, but I think Krish has some games on Kai'Sa as well. So I think a lot of the points I was saying here still ring true. I love the combo with Kai'Sa Wukong, so it'll allow Krish and Krish and Trish. This is gonna be not hard at all, but Krish and Trish to combo together and get that dive, and Nico coming in here too. So we see what TSP want to do now. They went for the big, like, protect the AD carry kind of composition, big 3 beefy frontliners and an Aphelios. Now we're going full dive with a Kai'Sa. So I love the changes here that we see from TSP. But CT on the other side, countering with the Vayne, countering with the Nautilus and the Ziggs. So we'll have to see what else there is in store for this draft. So a few of the bans coming in here for round 2. Gwen banned. I think that's the target at Oxymoronical. Volibear also on Oxymoronical. So 2 jungle bans coming in here for TSP. Love it. Orianna, super good combo with the Wukong. So I love to see what they will do with this last ban.
Yeah, it looks like CT thinks that this Nico is going to be a support pick. I personally would love to see the Nico mid. I think Nico is great both as support and a mid laner. I think she's a sneaky, bully mid laner, though, able to really do a lot of damage, stay safe with that stun that goes through minions. Such a clutch ability. So we'll see where this Nico goes. I would like to see it mid. Also, just for a little bit of AP damage. Obviously, Penguins starting out better with the Wukong, with the Kai'Sa, already have 3 relatively high damage champions on the field. So not going to run into the same issue they ran into last game, which is nice to see. But we'll see how they round out the comp. Maybe go for a little bit more tanky now.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure how this Nico... Oh, wait. Good call there, Kyle. I think it is a Nico in the mid lane. Okay, so Rakan being locked in here probably screams that this is a Nico mid lane, like you're saying, Kyle. So great call there. Love to see it. I'm interested to see how this Nico Ziggs lane goes. I mean, Ziggs being the premier wave clear champion. So we'll see if Nico can keep up with that wave clear and try and affect the map with that big Pop Blossom ultimate that we all know in this today's game. So yeah, I'd love to see it there from Cal calling out the Nico pick. But Jarvan gonna be the pickup jungler here for Oxymoronical. So I'm not sure. I think trapping somebody in a Cataclysm into a Ziggs bomb is a good combo. I mean, we'll have to see. But the blind Nasus. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a lore matchup. It's okay. Okay. Oh wow. I haven't seen this matchup in forever, Cal. Have you?
No, that is a great one. Classic matchup right here. Obviously, TSP with a huge advantage early, and then CT with the huge advantage late. These two champions completely pass each other when it comes to their strength. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if Nasus can stay alive long enough to get fed. Renekton, he has his work cut out for him. Needs to go aggressive early, needs to get some early kills, and hopefully TSP got the skill to do that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's everything that we were saying still rings true with TSP's comp. They want to dive onto CT's backline. They want to snap kill this Vayne, snap kill this Ziggs, and then leave Jarvan and this Nasus alone and like have them try to finish off the rest of the team. But I think TSP have a lot of tools to dive onto this Vayne, a lot of tools to dive onto the Ziggs, so I think they'll have a much easier time. But I think the key really is just surviving the laning phase. Last game we were hoping that this Aphelios and that Emilio could survive against that not Nico, excuse me. It was the Tristana and the Amumu, but they got rolled immediately in the 2v2. So we'll have to keep our eyes here on the bot lane, on this Kai'Sa, on this Rakan against this Vayne Nautilus, because I think this Kai'Sa is going to struggle onto this Vayne. I mean, Vayne is the premier counter into Kai'Sa. It's been since day one, but I think TSP have their work cut out for them. Nectar on this Vayne is still one of their most played, so Nectar is proficient on this champion. So we'll have to see how this game rolls out.
Yeah, Vayne, one of those interesting champions. Doesn't have necessarily early game aggression, but because they are such a good counter to Kai'Sa, might not have to worry about that. I do, however, love this Jarvan pickup. As the pick started going, I feel like this Jarvan just got better and better. He's going to be able to help out these lanes that are really going to struggle. I feel like Nico going to have a nice little early game against the Ziggs, and Renekton obviously should have an early game against the Nasus. So having an early game jungler like Jarvan able to help out struggling lanes might prove huge for CT this game.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. That's a great point out there. I mean, in a straight up 2v2, teams can struggle, but we have to look at these junglers as well. They'll be able to sway matchups pretty easily. We have a disadvantage in top lane or a disadvantage in bot lane here. I mean, Wukong, Jarvan showing up should clearly wipe out that disadvantage pretty quickly. So I think that's a great call there great call there from you, Cal. But I think we'll just have to see. I mean, CT have some scaling in that Nasus, but and scaling in that Vayne and Ziggs, but I think there's just too much kill threat from TSP to be just call it early and have them be like, hey, they're gonna scale to late easily. No, I think TSP have that Kai'Sa, have that Wukong, have that Nico as well to just pop somebody instantly.
Like you were saying, Nico especially, I am excited to see if Nico decides to do any minion traps. I love a good Nico minion trap. You got to count the minions when Nico is on the field. And Ziggs, not the best target for her. She'd prefer to go against a melee champion. Ziggs can kind of keep his distance, doesn't even need to get close to the wave. But nonetheless, Nico, I believe, one of the most underrated lane bullies in the mid lane. So really, really excited to see this Nico mid, see if TSP can't get them ahead, maybe get a little carry off them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I totally agree. And I think teams are getting ready to load into the game. So what we want to cut to, you want to call it, Cal?
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, do not touch that mouse. Do not touch that keyboard. We got Risen. Game number 2 coming up momentarily. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Risen Esports game number 2 of this epic matchup is underway. CT trying to close it out right here with the game 2. TSP trying to force that infamous game 3.
Yeah, I'm all for more League of Legends, so I'm hoping for a TSP win so we can get to game 3 and watch more of these two teams. Like I think I said it at the start of the day, CT looking to get one more step closer towards that locking in that playoff position, and TSP just looking to kind of get a positive on the board for their season. They're not doing so hot, but they have a comp right now that can probably propel themselves forward to a win. So we'll have to look out for what TSP can do with their comp, and look for CT to lock in and try and get that playoff spot on lock. But they have a Nasus, so and I believe this is the first Nasus of the season, maybe even of the entire Risen history. We'll have to get someone to check that, but we haven't seen Nasus in a while.
Yeah, Nasus not one of those champions you see a lot in organized play just because of how easy it is to sort of get that champion out of the game early. Good team play absolutely can take a Nasus out. We're going to see if that's a situation here with Swag Badger, see if TSP have any sort of priority trying to get this Nasus dead early.
Ooh, good trades here in the mid lane, but yeah, I think the top lane going about how I expect. Renekton such a lane bully in the early game. We say that we don't have a lot of knowledge on Nasus because they're not super popular, but Renekton is one of the premier top laners in all of League of Legends history. So we have so much knowledge of how powerful Nasus or Renekton can be in the early game. Oh, a little bit of a trade here in the bot lane.
And Nautilus just nailing these hooks, but Khan not the third champion to hook. He quickly gets out of there, has a little trade. In fact, actually, Nautilus is going to lose that one. But not a bad start here by CT early game. The aggression by Vayne obviously showing itself. Good CS lead.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, Found Clarity on the Mumu last game was just heat-seeking missiles on those bandage tosses. So they're on another hook champion in this game on the Nautilus. So we'll have to keep an eye out for Found Clarity landing these crucial anchors onto key members of TSP. But so far, I think they're just getting their lane pushed in, looking for a little bit of trading, but nothing too much. I think TSP's bot lane with this Rakan is going to have more of the sustain in the lane, landing those Qs, getting the heals. So right now you can kind of see the HP lead, but they're looking to fight over the scuttle right now.
And immediately they're going to find Wukong. We have ourselves another fight happening in the jungle. Nautilus going to find a hook surrounded by 2 red team members. They're going to have to back off this fight. It's going to be a 3v2. Give that scuttle over to Jarvan. And obviously Wukong having to back off as well.
Yeah, aggressive trading top lane here as well, but nothing gonna come out of it. But yeah, it's gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be another double scuttle coming out here for Oxymoronical on the Jarvan, and it hopefully this is not a sign for how things are gonna be, or how things were in game number 1, where that Jace was just flash in here.
And there we go. God of Cheese has the flash, has the ignite. He wants to go for a fight. Swag Badger gets low, but not low enough. Renekton trying for that early kill, not able to walk away with it.
Wow, I think that was the right call there for God of Cheese. They had the all-in timer, but I think they just angled their slice and dice just to the side a little bit too much, but more trading in the bot lane. Ignite burned.
And here we go. Looks like they're Khan doesn't get Ignite. They're going to flash forward, find the stun onto Kaisa. Big knockup as well there. And all of a sudden, Ez, he has to run away. Kaisa now the aggressor. Nautilus and Ez, they get back to tower. Rakan and Kaisa, great job there. Have the CS lead still and pushing this lane in.
Yeah, I think it's that HP lead that we were talking about earlier. They can with this Rakan and this Kaisa, they can sustain a little bit more than this Nautilus and this Vayne. So these quick trades, yes, they go immediately in favor of CT, but in the long run, TSP's bot lane is going to be a lot more healthy. And even though Found Clarity on this Nautilus lands a crucial hook, it's not nearly enough to. It's not nearly enough damage yet to find a kill there. So I love the aggression, but I think TSP playing their lane perfectly, getting a good back here, 33 gold. I think they're gonna have a good buy here. Even gold, or 33 minions, sorry, and it's opting to go for Okay, I think it looks like they're going to go for a Kraken Slayer on this Kaisa, but so far pretty even across the board. I think Oxymoronical on this Jarvan did double scuttle, so the CS lead mounting right now, but it's not going to be the same kind of gold difference that a Jace being the 50 CS up is going to be with this Jace versus or Jarvan versus Wukong matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. And taking a real quick look at this Nasus with his first back, he's going to grab Lucidity Boots. A lot of times Nasus go for that Sheen first item. It's a great power buff, but Lucidity Boots gives you just so many more Qs, stacks you so much faster. So I actually really like that play from Nasus, especially with Wukong and not paying a lot of attention to the top side. Gives Nasus time to just free farm with those Qs.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice there. I think the boots, there's a lot of bonuses with this buy. I mean, you get that movement speed, and you can more easily walk away from a Renekton slicing and dicing onto you. And the other thing is that now your Ghost is going to have much more uptime. We have to note that this Nasus does have Ghost and no Flash, so it's Ghost TP here. So having those Lucidity boots puts Ghost on a shorter timer, gives them more motion speed, and gives them more opportunities for them to just run at somebody and kill them with that Wither, with that Ghost running. So right now it looks like they're setting up for the Dragon. Bot lane's kind of not pushed in, but they got that mid lane prio, and it looks like Jarvan's going to start that Dragon.
Yeah, so Jarvan picking up that first Drake for the blue team. Wukong on the top side, not going to be able to contest this one. Much slower start than last game. It looks like TSP doesn't want to give away early kills like last time. They went down 0-4 very quickly. Not making that same mistake right here. Only a 200 gold difference. 0-0 here at the 6.5 minute mark.
A little contest here. But I don't think there's enough. It was just their mid laner. It was just Revolution looking at the Dragon. But yeah, good crash there. Looking for a trade here. Bot lane. Jarvan's here.
The hook though on Rakan. Oxymoronical coming in as well on the Jarvan. He has Cataclysm ready. He's going to use it. It looks like the Vayne might be in trouble. Kaisa goes down. Rakan now under tower, getting chased by this Vayne. Nectar looking for that kill. One more auto is going to be enough. Nectar
oh,
gets
the minion
it. That
block.
tower shot might get the kill, and Rakan gets a consolation prize. But great fight there by CT, picking one up for their jungler, one up for their ADC, and they are on the board.
Yeah, that double scuttle coming in earlier in the game, coming in clutch there. Jarvan hitting level 6 off of the Dragon, off of the scuttle, going bot lane and just getting a kill there. So I have to call it. I think that was a caster curse, Cows. Just a few minutes before you were saying, oh, no action. All of a sudden, a huge 2v2 or huge 3v2 in the bot lane gets 2 kills. One onto the Vayne, one onto the Jarvan. So far, CT looking really good, and it's that early advantage, like I was saying earlier, coming in clutch here for Oxymoronical, and it was TSP's bot lane not respecting J4, or not expecting J4 to be there after Dragon, and maybe thinking J4 backs after Dragon, but J4 still in the vicinity. Oxymoronical going bot and getting the easy kills, easy pickups there onto the Kaisa and the Rakan there. So now it looks like they're going to trade grubs here on the side of TSP, but I think the damage is pretty done. 700 gold up right now.
Yeah, take a look at that. And a big thing you got to keep an eye on, too, is this top lane. Even though not a lot of kills, looking at this CS, you want to see Renekton at least 10, 15 CS bigger than the Nasus right now. I would like to see the Renekton try to freeze this wave a little bit. He keeps on shoving in, and that's where Nasus shines. A Nasus play, if you know how to farm on the tower, you're going to be good. Great there. That's a massive knockup. It's going to land on 2 of them. Jarvan is there as well. He's taking some tower shots, though. He's going to get low. A big root. Blue team cannot find the kills they're looking for. Great try by the Nautilus, though. Massive depth chart lands on both of them. They both live, however.
Yeah, tough gank to pull off there. I like the idea, trying to punish the missing summoner spells on the bot lane here, but diving under tower is a little bit rough, especially at this point in the game, because at the same time, I think they had some missing cooldowns on the bot. Oh, hooks lands, but...
Another fight happening under tower right now. Nautilus taking some shots. Kaisa might want to try it. Nectar dashes forward for the auto attack. Does not get the kill. And the aggression non-stop here by this Vayne and Nautilus now.
Yeah, I love the aggression here. I mean, you gotta press your advantage here in the bot lane. I know, Vayne does scale late into the game, and I know they have insane dueling power with this Kaisa, but I don't think they're ever gonna find them in a 1v1. So Vayne having to keep up the pressure, get ahead, and get some of this plating. I think that they're doing a really good job right now. Probably go to back after this, but I love the aggression coming out here for CT. I think they don't necessarily need to, have this aggressive feel. They have some scaling with the Ziggs, with this Nasus, but I think Nectar, being the player that they are, they're probably going to want to have some action and really shove their advantage down down the throats of TSP and make them pay for some of the stuff that they're doing. So far so good. And as we're talking about all the action going on around the map, mid lane, nice and calm right now. Easy CS, like small CS leads coming in for Nico. So Nico's scaling up pretty well. Ziggs already has their first item. I think we'll have to keep an eye on this one, but I think this Nico probably wants to try and find some plays around the map with that huge Pop Blossom.
Yeah, Nico's waiting for that big team fight ultimate that she's looking for, obviously. And top lane, once again, going at it. But this Nasus is getting dangerously close to being able to take this Renekton on in a 1v1. In fact, he might be able to do it. He's going to pop the ultimate. Renekton throws in the Dominus as well. And they're both getting low health. Jarvan coming in to help the fight is going to be enough. Renekton has to flash back to the tower. That is going to be enough. Oxymoronical not trying to chase that. And we have ourselves a fight happening. Bot side, big depth charge onto the Kai'Sa. That's going to land. Wukong's going to dive in with the Cyclone, though. Nice. Nisith gets the kill onto the Vayne. The Nautilus goes down as well. Great fight there by TSP. Getting right back in the game. They're going to even up that gold lead. And Swag Badger with the Ghost with a quick Q. Gets an easy kill, plus 12 stacks. The Nico comes topside as the Kai'Sa, trying to stop this Nas, but she does not have the damage.
No.
And 3-3, we got ourselves a tie ball game, folks.
Yeah, wow, big, good, huge play coming in from TSP. I mean, I didn't see how the play set up there because we had seemingly an easy gank there for Jarvan, but they're opting to EQ a little too early, and not, Renekton just slice dice out of there and flashing out. So no gank. Coming in there for Oxymoronical on the Jarvan, but I mean, eventually Nasus does, get them with the Q under tower and getting the kill there. But bot lane, I think Nectar and Found Clarity were trying to clear this Tribush, and then Trish on this Wukong showing up and punishing their aggression. I think we saw exactly what this comp wants to do, hitting that huge Cyclone onto everybody. But it looks like a play is kind of mounting here.
Another fight happening right now. That's it. Wukong's going to look over the wall, sees the Jarvan in his jungle. They're going to start a fight. Rakan coming over here to help as well. And neither one able to get that play. Meanwhile, top side, some action going in, wanting a little bit more punch face. Nasus absolutely starting to win these trades. It looks like TSP might be in trouble if this Nasus at 12 minutes in is already starting to win lane.
Yeah, that's a lot of stacks at 12 minutes into the game. So we'll have to see if they can slow this Nasus down. But so far, not looking too good. Nasus already being able to hit towers right now. It's a huge level lead in the top lane as well. 2 levels up on this Nasus. Something I'm not really used to seeing, especially coming out of an early game, a more late game focused champion like Nasus. But with all these stacks, they're feeling pretty damn strong right now. So TSP having to overload the bot lane. Bot side of the map to try and even out this advantage, but no play coming in there from that spot. I mean, I think they had Nico roam down to look for something, but unfortunately Jarvan thinking best of it. Oh,
there
little
we go.
play.
Rakan activates the quickness. They're gonna find Vayne, but Nautilus still
got him.
Isn't out of nowhere? Finds the auto attack, gets the kill. Jarvan comes in to help. The Kai'Sa looking low. Rakan trying to help the ADC. A massive cataclysm is gonna keep the Kai'Sa in danger, and the Jarvan picks up a kill. It's a 1-for-1. Both ADCs sent back to the Nexus.
Yeah. Oh, a little bit of trade here. Top lane, more battle.
And topside, Renekton, he's going to pop the Dominus to stay alive. And now we got Wukong here to help out. Nessus has the ultimate as well. But the Nico comes in to help, picks up the kill. And TSP take the kill lead. Still slightly behind in gold.
Nah, I mean, I thought it was going to be a 1v1 between the two Shuriman gods there, but it turns out it's a monkey and a chameleon that's going to disrupt the party, unfortunately. So huge pickup there, trying to slow down this Nasus. Check, they got it. They got a kill, so hopefully they can get this top lane tower, get a few plates onto both this Wukong and this Nico. So good, so far so good. And even in bot lane, Kai'Sa getting the kill onto Nectar on this Vayne, which is really huge. Slowing down this Vayne, and slight advantages. I think there's only a couple hundred gold between. Yeah. Oh, it's the Nectar still ahead in gold, despite being down in kills and upping deaths, unfortunately. But yeah, I think it's probably platings and probably a lot of other compounding factors. But so far so good, looking good for TSP, but unfortunately, CT do have 2 dragons. They still have a stacking Nasus, and this Jarvan's still looking very, very scary. And at the end of the day, Ziggs, 143 CS of 1 item done. I think they have some gold, so they're probably going to get some money into their pockets, but I think CT is scaling up very nicely, even with some of the action going around on the map.
Yeah, taking a look at this kill and at this goal difference, it looks like a close game, but as soon as you take a look at the champions, it tells a different story. CT with an insane scaling team already ahead. It does not bode well there for TSP. They're going to see what they can do, though. They're going to need to get this Kaisa and this Nico up ahead, try to get them big, try to get some damage dealers on their team. Kaisa not looking bad. Definitely looks like she might be able to do it.
Yeah, I like what Kaisa's doing. Oh, Nasus caught out here between 5.
And here we go. TSP might have found a play. There's the pop-off looking for. It's going to land on it, too. A lot of damage, though. Nasus not going to get hit hard. And got him. She's coming to join the fight. The Cataclysm is going to go in. Only going to hit the Wukong Claw.
Oh, got him.
Trying to find the kill, but Jarvan, he is not going to give up on that Wukong that easily. The blue team walk away with the CT with a dominating win right there. Pick up 3, lose 0, and get the Rift Herald for good measure.
Oh, no. I don't know if that's a caster curse or not, but like that was a huge fight there for CT. They got a 3v3 in the top lane against TSP's top side as well, and it's just complete domination. Oxymoronical getting some more kills. Even Swag Badger on this Nasus getting 2 kills as well. And on top of that, they get the Herald, so the side lane is unlocked for Nasus. They're probably good hook in.
There we go. Now it's gonna find the hook onto the player. Kaisa trying to get out right now, but that's a good play. Vayne's gonna push her against the wall. A few auto attacks does the trick. Rakan has to flash away, trying to get out, has a dash, but Vayne not letting up that easily. Here comes the Wukong. He wants the ADC. Vayne with no mana should not be able to get away. The Cyclone is gonna hit. The auto attack takes out the Vayne, and now Nautilus is stuck without any help, and 2 red team members pounding on him. He has a hook, tries to find the wall. It's not a far enough way, and Nautilus goes down. Wukong picks up another kill for TSP.
Yeah, good save there from Shrish on the Wukong, coming in and disrupting the potential 2v2 kill coming in there from Nectar. But unfortunately, Kaisa goes down, and this lead that even I still think Vayne, even though they are down in kills and down in deaths, I think they still up in gold probably, but not looking. Yeah, it's 300 gold up despite being 1-4-2 is insane work right now. But good play there coming from Shrish, trying to even the score back up and try and get TSP back on the map. But I think the pressure is mounting right now for TSP to try and even out the map right now. I mean, Nasus got the first tower in top side. There are a lot of plates shredded in middle and shredded in bot lane as well. So a lot of the standing gold is gone for the side of TSP, and CT is kind of slowly but surely trudging their way towards a victory right now with this gold lead. So we'll have to see if TSP want to contest this. It looks like they're positioning for it, but we'll have to see how this dive comp performs in their first big team fight together.
Yeah, and 5 members actually on this Drake right here. Kaisa trying to throw in some long-range pokes. Looks like the red team do not. TSP cannot contest this with 5 blue team, 5 members of CT on that Drake. No room to go in right there. And this just seems like a case of one team good, the other team better. Kaisa doing fine. Wukong doing amazing. But you take a look at their counterparts, they're just doing slightly better. And you hate to see it, but CT really holding their own, not letting TSP get any sort of advantage this game.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. I mean, this dragon stacking going in the favor of CT. They're already at soul point 18 minutes into the game. So I like that they did trade the top lane tower for that dragon, but I would have loved to see them try and pull the trigger. I think they're not going to get another chance to evenly walk in like they did, but oh no.
And there we go. They're going for a fight, though. Wait a second. Jarvan waiting in the bush. He was ready for it. The Vayne's going to push the Rakan out of that play. That's going to leave room to take down Kaisa easily. And CT pick up another free kill, add to their gold lead, add to their kill lead, and they're looking to get another tower.
Yeah, great play coming in from Oxymoronical, coming in with the lane gank there, even popping Herald at the end of the play. So they're going to get bot lane tower right now, and they're going to try and take more of this jungle of the blue side. But I'd love to see TSP pull the trigger here. I mean, they just used a lot of cooldowns in that bot lane exchange, but it looks like they're not. It looks like CT Oxymoronical not going to try and push for more here, but. Yeah, great play. I mean, the gold lead is only mounting even more. Oxymoronical being in the right place, right time, singling out that they want that bot lane turret, so they go for a lane gank with that with that Herald in the pocket, and as soon as they all goes down, they pop the Herald, get the bot lane tower, and all 3 outer towers down for TSP. The gold lead is not looking good, and if we could get a toggle of Nasus's stack count, I think it's almost 500.
Almost 500 at 3 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know what the record is, but that's looking pretty damn good here for a Nasus at this point in the game. So I don't know who's going to be answering this Nasus without getting a huge stick in their face, unfortunately.
Yeah, 171 CS. He has not left top lane except for that one Drake fight, and he has just been farming this entire time. The Zig's the only one higher CS than him on his team, looking fantastic. And Vayne is starting to 1v1 the Renekton, and you're just struggling to find an opportunity for the TSP to get back into this game.
Oh no, this is
and there
not
he
what
goes.
a top laner
Renekton
wants.
realized he might be in trouble. He's going to pop Dominance.
Ooh.
He wants to turn the tables on this Vayne, but it's not going to be
Oh.
enough. Zig's there to provide protection, and Vayne might have been able to solo that, but she does not need to. She is happy with the help. The Ziggs comes in, clutch play. As we say that, Jarvan finds the mid laner. Kaisa tries to find the auto attacks, but Jarvan just going to take them with the auto attacks himself. Oxymoronical picks up his 5th, and 11-7. CT starting to run away with it.
Yeah, everything has a big snowball effect. Oh wait, what?
And the Cyclone by the Jarvan is going to find the Vayne. He's still in the chase, though, but look at that damage by Nectar. And he's got to take it out. 2 kills now for the Vayne. Even without the kills, still doing damage and adding to that gold.
Oh, they wanted the kill onto the Vayne, but Nectar, I think, just not enough damage, maybe? I'm not sure, but yeah, good call there. I mean, Nectar easily being able to take down that Wukong, and you know, I think it was a condemn as well to save themselves. So I think it's just desperation right now on the side of TSP. They're looking to try and find themselves back, trying to make their push themselves back into the game. But right now, not a lot of things working in their favor. But a CT playing the map perfectly, going for like Nasus in the side lane, doing great. I mean, nobody can really answer this Nasus. I mean, it's just going to be this Nico trying to, you know, wave clear, and that's about it. You're not going to kill him, unfortunately. So, looks like they're going to go for a play here, but it's a 2v2.
And they do find a stun under tower, but Nasus, he has his ultimate. He's going to pop it immediately. Wukong going to use that clone to provide some protection. But you see how much damage Nasus does to that tower with a single clue. We have a fight happening here as well. Nautilus finds the hook onto Rakan. Rakan is going to dash out, and there's the Nico clone trying to provide a little bit of a mischief right there, but it's not going to be enough. Vayne's going to find the Wukong. That's a plenty play. And Kaisa looking low. There's the pop loss, but it might come in too late. A lot of damage onto the Nautilus. The tower shot might be enough. They get the kill, but it's a double kill for Nectar as he gets taken down by the turret. Great job by Nico. Massive pop blossom.
Oh, okay.
And Renekton finds the shutdown on the Nasus. The 1v1 fight. God of Cheese comes out on top.
Huge for God of Cheese to find the kill on the Nasus, but unfortunately, the rest of his team is dead. It's not good. It looks like I think it might have been a vision play there for Nautilus. They hook onto the Rakan, and Rakan, not knowing that he has his whole team behind him, and it causes this whole big team fight in response to Rakan getting caught out there. So big play, and I think that's like the 3rd or 4th time I've seen Nectar die under tower today. So hopefully. I think TSP needs a few more of those, but Nectar popping off in that team fight, getting some huge kills onto the Wukong, onto the Kaisa, and it's just CT pushing ahead, and they're right now it looks like TSP is going to try and take this dragon, but I think CT's back on the map already.
Yeah, we've got 5 players sitting here surrounding the dragon. Nasus is going to be a little bit late to the fight, but he is going to be able to get there. Meanwhile, red team, we got TSP starting up that Drake. Nautilus is going to be frontlining for CT. Can he find the hook? He's going to miss the hook on Nautilus. That's going to be enough. And there it is, the Jarvan. He dives in with the smite, gets the steal, and immediately pops the Cataclysm. Down goes the Wukong. Renekton going to pop Dominance. Going to stay alive for a little bit, but not long enough. Jarvan drives back in, finds a double knockup onto Kaisa and the Rakan. Kaisa looking low. The revive is going to be enough to get Jarvan back, and CT might have just won another fight. 5-0. Get the dragon as well. And just nothing going in the way of TSP this game.
Yeah, complete domination here for CT. They were walking into the river, technically late to the dragon, but it's just a thank you for the leash kind of moment, unfortunately, for TSP. And Oxymoronical on this Jarvan, flags and drags in, steals the dragon, gets the soul, and it looks like it's going to be the game here for CT.
Yeah, crazy good play by the Jarvan. Just quick fingers on that smite. Could not have seen that quicker. Really surprised to get it, but nonetheless, that is going to be Soul for CT. And
Yeah.
Ocean Soul with a Nasus and a Nautilus is not something you want to see if you are TSP right now.
Yeah, definitely don't want to see that. And it looks they opt not to go push for the towers, and I think that's probably the wiser decision. I mean, Baron's still available, so yeah. But with the Soul already on lock, I think the game pretty much in the favor of CT. It's going to be a miracle fight that TSP need to find, and I think there were some good things that we saw coming in from TSP. I think it was a great call to rush for the dragon, and they had the right idea. They had positioning, but I think the Nico at the right not in the right spot for the big Pop Blossom ultimate. I mean, I saw 4 or 5 CT members stacked up into each other, so I would have thought that it was a big Nico moment, but Nico, nowhere to be found, and then they got popped at the end of the fight. So I think there's still a chance TSP can get all of their all their wombo combos together and find a fight, but they're gonna have to look for it at this Baron right now. But I think Kai'Sa's on the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, and here we go. CT are going to start the Baron. Renekton is there to possibly stop it. Wukong trying to get over here as quick as he can. Smite is ready. Is it going to be enough, though? That Baron sitting at about 3k health. Vayne immediately pops onto the Renekton. Renekton's going to pop Dominus, trying to find the fight. There's the Pop Blossom looking for a massive Pop Blossom. Jarvan does get the Baron, though. A shutdown onto the Vayne. The blue team, they want to find some kills. Wukong trying to get out. The Ziggs not going to be able to land his poke. Another play by Nasus. He's going to come in out of nowhere. Nasus being a backline right here. He has the Qs ready to go. Oxymoron getting hit by the Kai'Sa. The shutdown onto the Jarvan, but Nasus is still alive. He's coming into the fight, takes down the Wukong. His sights are set on the Kai'Sa. Does he have a Wither? That's going to land. Rakan, you cannot help that. And Nasus picks up a triple kill or a double kill. Working on the triple right now. Rakan has a dash, but the Wither is there. And the Wither is essentially a exhaust built into his kit. Triple kill for the Nasus, plus 36 stacks. And CT find themselves a crazy good fight as Nasus goes to end it.
Yeah, Cal, have you ever seen a Badger with this much swag? I mean, I don't think I've ever seen one. This is the Nasus, the swag Badger on the Nasus. Absolutely insane game. I mean, power walking on everybody, and it looks like he's going to try to end the game under tower.
Yeah, under tower. He's taking a lot of tower shots right now. He does have the health to survive. Renekton goes down. And Nasus, staying top the entire game, decides to join one fight, and it looks like it's all it needed. That's going to end the game. Swag Badger, the stacks, ends the fight.
700 stacks on this Nasus at a sub 30 minutes. I've never seen a Nasus this more fed. And what a game coming out here for CT. Quick game coming in, and it looked even in the early game. I think everything was going pretty well. Bot lane was trading evenly at some point, but then it was Oxymoronical like snowballing that early Scuttle Crab leads into a 2v2 kill in the bot lane, and then just running around the map running it again. So even though we have this Nasus 11, 2, and 5 with insane damage, I still have to give my MVP to Oxymoronical. He set up the entire game to be in a winning state for CT, and just not letting Team Secret Penguins breathe at any point in this game, unfortunately. So great, GG to CT, and just my MVPs to Oxymoronical. What do you think?
Now, Oxymoronical, absolutely phenomenal performance out of the junglers. 2 games in a row. Had that incredible Jace performance game number 1. Comes back with the Jarvan to show just how solid he is on all those champions. So great play there out of Oxymoronical. Obviously, another massive play from the Nautilus, another hook champion, just setting up fights for his teams. I don't know how many times that Nautilus was able to land a max range hook. So great job by the support as well. But Collision Time, you can see why they are the team to be feared in this division. They are so strong, so coordinated, and they really got some great players on that squad.
Yeah, there's only they're currently tied for second place with a few other teams. I mean, we watched IKEA last week and they're currently 2-1. We'll have to see how their match ends up. We'll have to see how Scuttle Vibes matches as well. But Collision Time right now setting themselves up for a clear spot in the playoffs. And community consensus with this team is that they are top 2. I think if I remember seeing the power rankings at the start of the week, CT was number 1 on that, or number 1 or number 2 on the list on many of the people's power rankings. So they really showcased the strength of their team today. I mean, Nectar, they had a little bit of a rough game too, but they still found ways to pop off. And I thought I thought, it was very clear how they wanted to play through Nectar, through, this powerful 80 carry, one of the top players in the league. But I think it was just oxymoronical, just showcasing that they might be one of the best junglers in this league. I mean, I thought they did very little wrong. They got every scuttle crab and then just snowballed that level 6 into just a winning game state. So congratulations to CT for today. But I mean, I will have to, keep an eye out on how the rest of the season pans out.
Yeah, excited to see who CT ends up clashing with here in the finals at the end of making it that far. Obviously, right now, looking like they're the team to beat. We're going to see how they do as this season progresses. We are
Mhm.
currently trying to get CT possibly for a nice little MVP interview. But either way, it was still such a phenomenal performance out of all of the players. Massive
Mhm.
shout out to both squads and Team Secret Penguins. They did not play poorly, especially that second game. I thought a lot of their players were playing very, very well. But sometimes these roles, even if you're playing well, doesn't mean that your opponent's not.
Ye-
Especially in that jungle role. The Wukong was doing work. He was getting CS. He was getting ganks. But the
Mhm.
Jarvan just getting a little bit more CS, a little bit more ganks, a little more objectives. So great job by Wukong trying to close it out. But Jarvan, obviously, phenomenal performance from CT's jungler both games.
Yeah, like a lot of flashes of brilliance coming in from Team Secret Penguins. I love, this like even though Nectar is one of the scarier players in the league, I thought Team Secret Penguins were in that, especially in that second game, were trying to take the fight to them as well. They were, consistently trying to find the 2v2, like, pushing back on some of these trades that Nectar was trying to go for, and I thought they did look very good in some of these plays. So I have to give some kudos there. But looks like we are joined now by Oxymoronical. Congratulations on the win today.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
Uh,
Oxymoronical, you
yeah.
got both of us. I believe both of us got our end MVP. I actually had a different vote for game one, but game number two on that Jarvan definitely secured that match MVP status. So Oxymoronical in that jungle, man. Did you play your comfortable champions? You had some fun today.
I did, yeah. Usually, I get banned at least once or twice, and it didn't happen this time, and I was able to have some fun for sure.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Talk
definitely
to.
showing
Oh,
off your skill.
yeah.
Go ahead,
I
Arrow.
did want. I wanted to ask about the game one draft. I mean, you guys drafted Jay Samumu. Was that ever an idea of it being, a flex between, jungle, mid, support? I mean, I know Mumu eventually went to support, but was that an idea of being flex between, three different roles?
I don't like to give away trade secrets, but no. It Jace has been my comfort only since last
Mm,
season.
gotcha.
But I love it. So anytime I get a chance to play it, I beg Nectar to just grab it immediately.
A little note on that second game. We were talking about that Jarvan pick and how clutch I thought it was. Now, did you pick that Jarvan based on the enemy comp, or did you pick it just based on your own preference?
I mean, based on our comp and preference, Jarvan is probably one of my other big comfort picks, and again, it's one that I try to grab whenever I can. But it fits our play style a lot. We tend to have a pretty solidified play style. Nectar's probably the best player in the league, so we like to play around him when we can, and Jarvan just complements getting him ahead whenever possible.
Y- Uh,
Absolutely.
for sure. Can we actually ask about this Nasus? Is this something that you guys have been like cooking up for a while, or is this just like is this actually something we'll be seeing in the future?
It's definitely been, in the slow cooker for a bit. Swag Badger does love him some Nasus, especially into certain champions. Um, and so he was kind of chomping at the bit to have the chance to play it. We were trying to push him to something else, but he was so excited we had to pick it for him.
And Oxymoronical, man, me and Arrow have been talking about who you guys might just be a team to beat. But I'm going to ask you, do you have any other teams in this division that you guys keeping your eyes on, excited to play, think you might meet each other in the later
Mhm.
stages of these playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of good teams in this league. I mean, next week I'm pretty sure we play IKEA. They seem to be a top team that we're very excited to play. See how we match up against them. They also have a good jungle, good ADC. We haven't really done a ton of scouting on them yet. We like to take it just one game at a time. JD, we played them week one. They got the best of us, but we don't do a lot of scrimming in the off season, so we were definitely still shaking off the rust. But those two teams, sure, on the other side of the bracket, HK, Rye, they all seem pretty good. So there's a lot of teams that we think will be huge challenges, but we're excited to play them and see what we can do against them.
We are excited to cast them, man. We will be keeping your eyes on you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Collision Time versus Team Secret Penguins. Collision Time picking up a dominating 2-0 lead in our MVP of the match, Oxymoronical. Oxy, thank you so much for joining us, my man.
Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Honored.
And you folks in stream, thank you guys so much for joining us for another incredible Risen cast. I hope to see you guys next week and any future cast coming up here this week. I will see you folks next time. Be good or be good at it. Arrow, have a wonderful night. Big shout out to my man Arrow as well. Color comments or Arrow closing statements.
Yeah, great cast today, Cal. I love always a great pleasure to casting with you. I mean, next week we have HK versus SCS, and I'm looking forward to more games of this league. I mean, we got a glimpse of what one of the playoff teams is going to be like, with Collision Time showcasing their strength today, and we have so many ties up here at the top of each of these leagues. So I think as the weeks go on, we're going to start seeing our playoff picture become clearer and clearer. So I'm really looking forward to get to cast it with you as well. So until next week, my man.
Yes, great job. Thank you guys for joining us. I will see all of you guys next stream. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.